Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? This has been a mess this morning. My laptop, there are just some days where my laptop decides that it just does not want to work. There's not any rhyme or reason to it. This is just some days I turn it on and it decides to be as slow as I don't know what. It sits in the same place. I turn it on the same way. I mean, it's because it's right when I boot it up. It's not from any kind of like program I'm running that starts to slow it down or anything. It just decides at some point that it does not want to work. On a good day, it takes 5 minutes for this computer to boot up and let me start doing stuff. On a bad day like today, it took me 20 some minutes to get this computer to work. It's ridiculous. But I can't, you know, this was an old computer already. And then my husband spent more than he probably should have spent just to get it supposedly spruced up by somebody at his job who said he knows about computers. I don't know how much he really did to it, maybe added some RAM, but it's got a very large, it's like a 1 terabyte hard drive, and that's the only thing that keeps me from not getting rid of it because it has enough space that I can just download stuff or install programs or whatever. And that may not be a big deal, but I have a habit of collecting things, like free game demos and stuff, anything that I can download for free. I think it's a leftover from when I got my very first computer. And from when I got my very first computer, and I didn't have a lot of money to buy programs. And that was also back in the 80s when a lot of um, game designers and whatever, a lot of programmers there was a lot of shareware. Shareware meaning, here, I'll give it to you for free, and if you like it, please be nice and throw us a few dollars. You know, and so I got in the habit of downloading or installing, because then there was no internet, so it was getting discs from people, but installing things that I found that were free, or there would be magazines that you could get that had a disc inside the magazine, and programs that you could um, programs that you could install on your computer. And but I was always running out of room because I always had a small computer. A small hard drive. So I was always running out of room. And same thing when I moved on to, having a tablet and a phone. We never spent the money for the device that had lots of extra storage. So I was always downloading free games or whatever and always running out of room. Even now, I have to periodically go, okay, I've run out of space. Which one of these games am I not playing a lot? Let me delete this, blah, blah, blah. So having a large hard drive makes a difference to me. So even though this computer chugs along, that 1 terabyte hard drive saves it from me getting rid of it.
I have arrived.
I see. And you got rid of our puzzle
I did. Because it's
because
time
you're
to get started.
because you're
Also,
mean.
I have a hard out at 12 today.
Mm-hmm.
You texted me last night saying that you weren't feeling well, and then very shortly after that, my market manager at the farmer's market texted saying that she fucked up her back.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, she was like, "I'll text you in the morning to let you know if I need any help or anything." And I was like, "Yeah, just let me know. I can leave early and go like help carry stuff and all that, so she doesn't have to carry any heavy stuff." And she texted me this morning and was like, "I'm not gonna be there. I had to crawl to the bathroom this morning." Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
So I'm going to be running market today, which means I need to leave early so I can go grab all the stuff and help set up the person. Essentially, I'm going to be filling in for her position and somebody else is going to be filling in for my position.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, let's get started.
Let's change the music
Why?
because that's what we do.
Is that what we do? Are you sure?
That is, in fact, what we do around here. Are you ready? Are you ready for 3, 2,
Sure.
1?
Huh?
3, 2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday morning edition of the Conversation Chair. If you have never been here before and you're wondering what it is we talk about, we don't talk about anything. We are just a little chat show. We are here for your body doubling needs. We are here to be your audio ambiance, your background sound. We are here to keep you company while you are watering your plants, while you are putting away your grocery order, while you are wondering what to do now that the kids are out of school, or while you are holding yourself very still in bed waiting for your husband to bring you some Dramamine.
Is that part of your real life?
That's my real life.
What happened? Did you just get like a sudden shot of vertigo?
Yeah, I think. I'm feeling a little better today, but not much. So let's start off with our tiny delights. Do you have any tiny delights?
I do. I don't think I put anything anywhere else in the list, but I do have tiny delights. Let me pull it up. Where are you? Here we are. If I do that. Okay. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. There's a commercial. Wait,
A
wait.
commercial?
Ignore the commercial. Yeah. So sorry. My Tiny Delight has a video component. It might look a little familiar, but I promise it's different.
Okay, if you say so.
Let me go ahead and put this back in here. And that. Do that. There we go. This is from Instacart Canada.
Oh no.
They did it again, folks. They did it again.
Oh no.
Instacart helps me get home so fine. Thick or thin, no need to read my mind. Honey glazed in a Dijon cream. Just wanna make my sandwich sing.
Oh
That's it.
Lord.
Just want to make my sandwich sing. I don't know why those commercials get me so much. I love it so much.
You're so silly.
It's
Although I
just a
mean I
commercial about
can't
ham.
I can't hate on you because I am currently mildly amused by the Aldi commercials. Have you seen the new Aldi commercials um with the like prospector, um I'm trying to think of the word. There's a nickname that they used to call him, but he basically the chuck wagon looking guy. He looks like the guy who cooks for the people, for the cowboys who have gone out on the
Okay, I don't think I've
on
seen this commercial.
but you know the kind of guy I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Like
Let me see if I can find it.
in the westerns when the cowboys all go out and they have the chuck wagon, and there's the one guy who's in charge of the chuck wagon. This guy looks like he could be the chuck wagon guy, except he's
Yeah.
walking through a modern Aldi, and he sneaks up on people going, "There's meats over there right under your nose. Don't ignore them." And he just says stuff like, "They're the freshest vegetables around."
Like he's out in the wild, but they're in Aldi.
Yes. Yes.
That's hilarious.
Like he's hunting the food, but it's, there's just such a bounty here. Don't ignore it.
I can't believe we've come across this. When will we ever find it again?
But he's in Aldi, and he's got that Western Southern, smell those fine strawberries. that kind of thing. That
Oh, that's
mildly
funny.
amuses me.
I haven't seen that one, but I bet it'll start showing up now.
I can't make fun. Yeah, now that I've said the words out in the air, Google has heard me. My little Google Nest over here is taking notes so it can send it down the wire to you.
Sidebar: I just watched one of
You're
the
on the
Pete
wrong
Holmes.
side, but okay.
I'm gonna say here, I just watched one of the Pete Holmes comedy specials, and truly in the middle of his special, he's like, "Okay, everybody be quiet. Dildo, giant dildo, 12-inch. I want a 12-inch long giant dildo, so long, only for the butt dildo." Like he was yelling, he's like, "You guys are gonna have some really funny Instagram ads later."
Oh Lord.
In the whole, he was just like shouting for like a good 2 minutes in the middle of his special.
Oh Lord.
It was so funny. Ronald says that his tiny delight is that he finished his diamond painting and now she's hanging proudly on the wall. There's pics in the Discord. That's what my notification earlier was.
Yay.
Ooh, let me pull this up. You go ahead and continue with your thing. I want to pull this up because this is great.
Speaking of diamond paintings, I thought of you, Ronald, because I saw that came across my feed a mystery diamond painting, and I'm like, who the hell would torture themselves with that? Because
Ronald.
I do, like, in my color by numbers, I do mystery pictures all the time. That's what got me started into coloring to begin with, was doing the mystery pictures, because I thought, adding some sort of puzzle element would make me feel like less of a child coloring a picture. Now I seem to not mind being a child coloring a picture, but I did a lot of the mystery things. But a mystery diamond painting where those little circles are just slightly bigger than the head of a pin, and then you got to put a number in there. What's wrong with you?
Ronald says, "Oh yes, they are very popular and sell out instantly. Most of them are categories like nature or animals or fantasy."
Ugh.
Ronald says, "Couldn't be me though."
That's the same thing with coloring books. It's rare to find something like portraits or something like that. Most coloring books are filled with animals. Mm-hmm. And I do animal pictures under sufferance because what else am I going to color? But animal pictures are not my thing. I'd rather do landscapes than animal pictures.
Do that. No. Do this. No, wrong. Do that. There we go. I kept misclicking. Also, I'm gonna drop the banner so that there we go.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's the up close, and then oh my god, this little pop-up thing is annoying. Look at that!
Oh, lovely.
Also, booty warning. So sorry, I did not give a booty warning. Booty warning to anyone. It looks so good.
That's a lot of work, Ron.
Right?
That is a lot of work.
Because that's how big them pixels are?
That is a lot of work.
Crazy. You crazy girl.
That is a lot of work.
It looks amazing.
A lot of work. Well, my tiny delight is I just remembered that I could steam broccoli in the microwave.
Yeah, how else have you been making it?
Well, normally I don't make broccoli, is the thing. Even though I grew up eating broccoli with butter and lemon, that's how I grew up eating broccoli. But as an adult, I rarely make broccoli. Okay, what flavor is that? Kiwi strawberry?
Yeah, but
Looks like it would be good.
it's zero added sugar plus caffeine.
Oh,
And
I
I,
don't like when there's a clear drink and they add caffeine. That's just like me and the taurine in the monster drinks. If you add
yeah.
caffeine to a clear drink, a lot of times it just tastes nasty. I don't know what they use to add the caffeine, but it doesn't taste good to me.
Yeah, it doesn't taste
Caffeine.
great. It's
If you're putting caffeine in in like a milky drink,
You need
then
a strong flavor to cover the caffeine.
yeah, if you're putting caffeine in like a chocolatey drink or a milky drink, then that's fine. But
Yeah.
putting caffeine in a fruity drink to me adds some sort of funky flavor that I don't like.
It tastes
But
like caffeine.
but no, as an adult, I generally don't cook. There are foods that I like to eat that I really don't cook at home. Like I never make a steak.
Hmm.
That's always out to eat thing.
Yes.
Unless it's like fish sticks, I don't make fish. Even though I don't mind a nice piece of grilled fish, I'm not doing fish unless it's like fish sticks
I'll do salmon
or
in the oven sometimes.
fish patties. Yeah, your sister does too, and your father does too. I just feel uncomfortable cooking fish if it's not just like a frozen fish patty. So I don't cook fish. And I rarely do broccoli. The way I eat broccoli mostly is if I've bought a frozen meal like fettuccine alfredo that has broccoli in it. Or
Gotcha.
my one of my favorite frozen dinners is chicken and rice, cheesy chicken and rice, and it's got broccoli in it, which is not enough broccoli because they're stingy with the broccoli in those frozen meals. So I don't really feel like I'm eating broccoli. So anyway, I'm trying to eat healthier. It's a constant thing, and so and I'm trying to vary what I buy instead of always just buying bananas. I'm trying to buy different fruits that are in season or buy different vegetables or whatever. And I didn't feel like cooking vegetables. So, because again, I love all kinds of vegetables. I don't feel like preparing vegetables.
Hmm.
So, I bought a bag of what was supposed to be raw mixed vegetables already cut up like you would use for a crudité tray with some, ranch dressing to dip it in or whatever.
Hmm.
Well, they didn't send me the mixed vegetables. They supposedly sent me a bag of broccoli and cauliflower because they substituted with broccoli and cauliflower. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I like broccoli and cauliflower raw dipped in some
Hmm.
dressing. First of all, the bag I got had exactly one little floret of cauliflower. That whole bag was broccoli.
Okay.
I don't know how they dared to call that
It's
broccoli
like
and
when you get
cauliflower
those
mix.
mixed packs of chips and it's like, oh, it's got Fritos, Cheetos, Cool Ranch Doritos, and Lay's. And it's like 90% Lay's, and everybody wants the Cheetos and Fritos and Doritos.
And there's 3 bags of Cheetos and 12 bags of plain Lay's chips.
Exactly. Like, y'all were
But
just
at
trying to
least,
get rid of some Lay's.
but at least on the box, they tell you that you're getting. Like I bought some grits, and it's like, okay, I got a 22 pack box of grits, and it's like 12 of those packs are plain grits.
Hmm.
But they tell you on the outside of the box that 12 of the packs are plain grits. There's 3 packs of cheese grits, 2 packs of the country bacon, whatever, whatever. But no, this had the nerve on the package to say broccoli and cauliflower medley. There's no medley
Medley.
when there's one floret, not even a big floret. It was a small one, not one of those big ones that you can break up. It was a small one
Medley. That's
in there. So
hilarious.
anyway, I ate some broccoli, some raw broccoli dipped in stuff, and I was like, okay, that didn't hit the spot the way I thought it would. And then I had a noodle thing that I bought that was like that already had the noodles in the sauce, and then you just have to put it in a pot on the stove, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like frozen, and you put it on the stove and heat it up and melt the sauce. And I thought it had more vegetables in it than it did. It did not, and I thought, okay, I need to put some sort of vegetable with this. And it's like, well, I got this broccoli.
Mm.
Maybe how can I do something with this broccoli? And then I looked at the package and it said, well, if you put a teaspoon of water.
By the way, in case you weren't aware.
And so I just splashed some water on it and put it in the microwave, and then I put some butter on it, and then I had bought this thing called the brand is Simply Asian,
Mm-hmm.
and it's umami ramen seasoning.
I
And
think I saw that at Aldi the other day.
I bought that because I have some stir fry noodles, and I thought, well, if I, just make, instead of buying more ramen, because I've got stir fry noodles, I've got chili crisp, I just need something else to flavor these noodles up a little bit, and then I can, instead of just buying more ramen. I'm trying to use up what I've got in my cabinet.
Yeah.
But so the butter and the umami, the ramen umami seasoning tasted very good on the broccoli.
Good to
So
know.
that was my tiny delight. The two
Um,
tiny delights: my broccoli and my umami seasoning. Because I'm gonna try putting that on some other stuff because it was good.
Ronald is asking in the chat, are we eating savers today? We'll see. I might be tired today. I don't know if you caught at the beginning, but my market manager is out because her back is messed up, and so I have to do all of the market manager stuff and then help somebody do my part of the stuff. So probably, I think I will charge my headset, probably, but come 6 o'clock my time, y'all might get a text that's like, y'all, I'm dying. So we'll see, but I'm leaning towards probably.
Okay, life update.
What did I put in the thing? Did I put anything in the thing
Other than you having to
to do that?
substitute at the market, and me while you're looking to see what you've put in there, I did not feel well yesterday. I mean, it wasn't the worst vertigo I had, but it was like I could feel it coming on. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like I managed to sit in here long enough to work for a few hours, and then I was like, I need to go sit somewhere very still. And the thought of any food was gross, but the inside of my stomach hurt. It wasn't like you know how sometimes you have a stomach pain that feels like it's more like the outside of your stomach, like it's your abs hurting, like maybe you did
Mm-hmm.
too many sit-ups. And
Mm-hmm.
then this wasn't, it's the inside of my stomach, like someone managed to go inside my body and just scrape the inside of my stomach till it's raw,
No.
and it just hurt. So
Oh
eating
no.
food sounded disgusting.
Oh
But
snap! Hang on. Ari said he's got a tiny delight. Tiny delight. Someone found a kitten in an engine while he was dropping his dog off for a bath, and guess who took it home because they couldn't find Ari. Y'all do not need another cat.
how many cats does he have at this point?
Two now, I guess, because he
Oh,
had the one dog Alan, and then he's got his one cat Gimpy who has the messed up leg, and now Alan probably is fine with it because their cat was there first, so the dog was secondary. So the dog is used to cats at this point, so he'll be fine. But yeah, he's got the cat that he got first, the dog Alan that he only just got a couple months ago, and now the new kitten, I guess.
I guess he lives in a place that is fine with pets.
I mean, my place is fine with pets too, but we're only allowed two. Otherwise, I would have had another cat right now.
Oh Lord. So I had a bad dream the other day
Yeah, I just saw that in the thing.
as
What is that about?
I was waking up, and somehow you turned into, I don't know what.
The
Because
devil?
in this dream, you were like chastising your sisters for going to church.
Did I actually turn into the devil?
You were chastising your sisters for going to church. You were criticizing me for something. But like you were just being very judgmental to everybody about like you were telling it was Sydney, and you were telling Sydney that her religion was the devil and that she's going to hell. And I forget what else you were chastising me about, but you were chastising me about something about how I was a bad mother and my house wasn't clean, and you were just.
Is this what you think of me in real life? Is this how I sound to you?
And how you were not bringing your kids over to my house, and
What kids? My dogs?
you were just really rude in this dream. You were just really mean to everybody.
I don't know why.
I don't know why you were mean either. So stop it.
Okay.
Okay, also, apparently, I saw some things on TikTok about the latest iOS upgrade, 26.5,
Oh,
being
yeah.
like really bad and making people's phones overheat and all this other stuff. And you know how I say sometimes that I find the stuff after it's already a thing. So I'm seeing like people's responses to it rather than the original thing that started the nonsense. And so I'm the only videos I'm seeing are like these ladies saying, "Okay, so what are we going to do now?" Okay, because I'm not buying another Apple phone. I'm already hearing that people's phones are getting messed up, and I'm sitting here with my iPhone 13 and it's already starting to die. So what phone are we going to now? What's the group doing? Where are we going? And
Okay.
then I saw another video where the lady, and I started looking in the comments, and everybody's like, "Well, I haven't upgraded since I'm still on iPhone 11, and I'm on iPhone 12." And I just got that about a year and a half ago. But I'm on the iPhone 12, and it was used when I got it, so it's not even a new. I spent like $150. No, 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 no. I spent two because I was going to get an iPhone 8 or something, and then it was like, well, if I jump it up another $50, $75, then I can go ahead and get the iPhone 12. And it's like, okay, I got the iPhone 12, which was a hard decision because the reason I was going with the 8 because the 8 was the last one that took a regular that had a regular
Charger?
headphone jack.
Oh, headphone jack.
And I don't use AirPods, so I wanted the regular headphone jack. But I do have an adapter where I can use regular headphones, so I just went ahead and upgraded to 12. But anyway, so I'm looking in the comments, and all these people are like, "Oh yeah, well I'm still on 12 or I'm still on 11, and I just disabled the updates, so I have not updated my iOS is still on 18, and my iOS for my iPad is still on blah 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 because they're talking about their iPads are dying too." And I'm like, "Oh no!" And I went and looked at my phone, and my phone I already up because I have my phone update set to automatic, so my phone is already on 26.5.
Uh-oh.
But honestly, I haven't noticed any problem. But having said that, I spend all of my time at home. So I think the battery life that I have would probably annoy most people, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting right here and I can immediately plug my device up
You
as
don't have to
soon as
worry about being
as,
anywhere without a plug.
yeah, as soon as it gets to that low battery mode thing, low power mode, I can immediately plug my device up and have it go up to 80%. Same thing with my watch. I'm right here where I can plug my watch up whenever I want to. But also, I don't do a lot of stuff on my phone. If that also makes sense, like I think the majority.
Yeah,
of
because you don't
people,
like the small screen.
yeah. So these people who complain about like their battery life going down or whatever while they're out and about, I don't I don't access my email account on my phone unless it's an emergency. I don't. I mean, really, the only
Truly
reason
wild.
I put email on my phone was like 2 phones ago when I was um the last job I had that wasn't a work at home job, and they
Mm-hmm.
sent some sort of thing. It was like it was work at home, but you had to do the training in the office. And so we're in the office, and they're like, well, we sent to your email a thing for you to do da da da. And everybody else is pulling out their phones. And I'm like, I don't do email on my phone. And then I had to sit there and set up email on my phone while I'm in the office. And so I'm like
Ooh,
panicking, trying to get it all set up so that I can keep up with everybody else.
hate
Because I
that.
don't like doing email on my phone. I like doing email on my computer. There's no need for me to read my email on my phone. Because anything that I do with email is not anything I need to know about while I'm out and about with my phone. So if I need to know something in my email, it's usually I'm already here at the house. Or it's like somebody's emailing me something that I need to download onto my computer, or something that I need to print from my computer. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah, yeah,
don't
no, I get you.
I do not need email on my phone. So I very rarely access email on my phone. Okay? I don't do, even when I was heavily using Instagram and um Instagram I did
Facebook,
on my phone because Instagram was designed for the phone. And
mm-hmm.
so you try to do Instagram on your computer and it looks
And
weird.
it's annoying.
Yeah, so Instagram I did do on my phone, but Facebook I no, I didn't do on my phone.
Let's see, we've got some stuff coming up. Ronald says, I don't have a single work thing on my phone. Well, the authenticator app, but not anything else. And he's like, but personal email? Oh, yes, gotta have that. I need
I've
to
got
head into a meeting in
no
10 minutes.
whether it's work or personal email, I don't want it on my phone.
I keep both of my I have my business email on my phone. I have my personal email on my phone. Because I'll get, like, middle of the day, I'll get a message that's like, hey, we want to have you at this event. Or, hey, can you come do this birthday party? And I'm like, let me go ahead and respond to this right away.
Well, see, that's almost like work related stuff for you. So yeah, you got to have that on your phone, whatever, whatever. I have no reason to have any of that on my phone. And if I am out, I carry one of those power blocks. So if my
Mm-hmm.
phone runs low, I can charge it up. But the most I'm going to do on my phone is probably if somebody stops at the store and I decide I'm not getting out of the car, I will read a book on my phone or possibly play a game, but usually I don't play a game because I'm conscious of I don't want my battery to run down.
You're using phones in the most boring way. I just gotta say.
Yeah, true. True.
Like, you have the power brick on you, but you're wary about playing games because you don't want your phone to die. Live a little.
But I mean,
Like,
it doesn't feel that way to me. And again, the majority of stuff that I want to do as far as playing games and stuff like that, I do on my tablet. So I don't know. I could be experiencing problems with my iPhone and just not know it
because you're not really using it.
cuz I'm not far away enough for the battery thing to be an issue. And the only other thing that I could imagine happening is if, like, like on my previous phones, I knew it was time to replace them because they started crashing, and I'm not having that yet on either of my devices, my iPad or my phone. they're not crashing. Anything that I want to do works fine. So
Hmm.
I guess I'm just lucky.
Also, how does a digital update impact your battery life? Is it just using more battery? Like if they set it to do something that uses a ton more battery?
There has been a conspiracy theory. I'm going to call it a conspiracy theory because I don't know that it's been proven. There has been a conspiracy theory out there for a while that Apple and other companies deal in planned obsolescence, meaning that they are
Mm-hmm.
pushing, in Apple's case, they are pushing updates that do things to make the battery run hot.
Okay.
So that you
Intentionally so that you'll have to buy a new phone.
so that you'll have to buy a new phone, yes. Or push things that they know won't work with the current operating system or the current parameters that you have. But what happens to me more often than not, like the reason I got rid of my 4S was because none of the games or the programs that I wanted to use, they all upgraded to the newer iOSs and I could not use them on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I'm only at this point I only have a couple things. Like I have, I still have Apple Arcade. And there's like maybe 3 games that I would be interested in that won't work on my iPad. The Disney Dreamlight Valley,
Mm-hmm.
which again, your father has an Apple laptop that he barely uses. So if I really wanted to do these things, I could do them
You
on
could
his
do it over there.
laptop. But I just like doing touchscreen. But Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I did try Disney Dreamlight Valley on his computer enough to realize that I'm not interested in it.
Yeah. I
Um,
also dropped it after a while. I did like the character creation, but I feel like it takes too long to get new stuff because if it was a little bit easier to like to get the money to get new clothes and to get the little like the different hairstyles and stuff, then I probably would play it more. Hello Robin, good morning. But it was taking just too long, and I'm like,
Good
all the
morning,
characters
Robin.
are cute. I love it. The characters are cute, and but the map is so
Hmm.
small, and it's
Hmm.
a lot of like, it's just a lot of grinding of like
Hmm.
grow these plants, sell these plants, grow these plants, sell these plants, mine this
Yeah,
thing, sell this thing, mine
and
like
even though there is kind of like the setup of a story, there wasn't enough story to it for me.
not really. It
But I
truly
mean,
is
like
just like, hey, you remember Donald? Hey, you remember Veronica? Whoever? Like, it's just remember this
yeah, but I mean,
character.
like in the beginning, there's the setup of all the light has been stripped from
Yeah.
your whatever, and so that and then that's it. There's no progression past that. It's just this is the setup. Now let's grind.
Hmm.
So, but no, Red Dead Redemption is on Apple Arcade. And
Hmm.
I wanted to try that on a touchscreen device because I'm not good with controllers.
It's also on
And
Netflix.
were you? I don't know if you were home when we were playing that.
I wasn't,
Okay, so it must have
but I
been
would have
me.
remembered that.
It was me and Isaac and Chloe then. Um, and I'm not good with the horse at all. So I thought maybe with a touchpad
Touchscreen
I
might be a
might be
little
a little bit
easier.
better, but it's not. It won't run on my device. But that's like, and there's a third game that I can't think of right now off the top of my head that I was not terribly interested in. But like those are the only 3 I've noticed that will not run on my iPad. So there's still new games coming out all the time that work on my iPad. So I'm not in a rush to get rid of my iPad. The only thing is that a lot of the newer games are bigger and I don't have a lot of space. Like I was
Hmm.
saying at the top of the stream, I don't have a lot of space on my iPad because when we buy devices, we buy
Huge.
whatever. We don't spend the extra money for the big for the extra storage. That's the word I was looking for. We don't spend the money because like you can get the device that has 25 megabytes of storage, or then you can get the bigger, you can get the device, spend another $100 or so and get twice as much storage. And I just never go for the twice as much storage. So I end up deleting things a lot. But okay, so um the Bears are back in town.
Yes,
The Bears
you.
are back in town. Bears are
That's
back in
exactly why I was putting
town.
that. You saw this, but I want to show it on the stream because the bears are digging through my neighbor's trash again. I just saw the trash knocked over again this morning. They out here. Hang on. This is the video that you definitely already saw, Mother, so this is just for anybody in the chat. If I can get it to load. Hello?
Telling you,
Why are you
technology
acting
is not
like
our
this?
friend today.
I'm saying. Why are you taking forever to load this one? We're connected to the Wi-Fi. What are you doing?
Well, while you're loading the picture, do you
Yeah.
have upcoming markets? If not, I'm going to switch us to Yarny Crafty Thoughts.
I do have upcoming markets. I have what do I have? I have Fey Nectar on June, not that one, get out of there. I have Fey Nectar on June 20th. So I'm going out there. I had to choose between two markets. It was Fey Nectar was June 20th and New Belgium was June 20th. But Fey Nectar has, one, historically been much better for me than New Belgium. And two, I want to make sure I keep showing my face out there so they keep inviting me out to stuff. And then July, it's like July 21st or something. One of my friends contacted me that they're having a fun little event and they wanted me to come out, so I will be doing that as well. And First Friday's coming up.
Cool, cool, cool.
Happy Pride, Ronald. Have fun at your meeting. He's going to his meeting. Tell him they can't schedule meetings like this. It's Pride Month. That's discrimination.
Happy Lost Jibbities.
Los Jibbities. Los Jibbities. Okay, and then this, and then that, and then not there. Jeez Louise. I only have 3 tabs and I still keep clicking the wrong one. Come on. It's just the bear at my house, at my front door, eating a slice of pizza out of the
They're
neighbor's
eating a
trash.
slice of pizza.
Out of the neighbor's trash.
I didn't
Truly
notice the first time
unbothered.
that the trash can was knocked over to the side. I thought the bear was leaning up against one of those, the heat exchange things that sit outside your house.
Yeah,
Like outside
no.
the back of our house. That's what I
You
thought
know-
that was.
That's straight up the trash can, and I went out to walk my dogs this morning and the trash can was knocked over just like that again. I have started carrying, I've got this little, I got it for my last job. There was somebody who dropped it off because they wanted them to start selling them, and so they dropped them off as like a sample or whatever for us to use, but it's a little keychain guy. It's got lights. Oh god, I'm gonna blind my camera. I'm gonna knock out my camera. But it's really bright. It's got like several different levels of light. It goes down and then it has like a green light and a red light.
Just blind the audience, why don't you?
I am. It also has like super like sonic, so this is the regular. If I hold it down, it gets even brighter.
Oh Lord.
And it's got a let me turn it off. Go off. It's also got a siren on it that I am not going to press right now because
Thank you.
will blow out the microphones. It is very loud, but I've been carrying it with me in case I like encounter a bear out there to like set off the siren and hopefully scare it.
Well, the group Yarny Crafty Thoughts. How is the group Make Along going? Is anybody
I've started.
Yeah, I went ahead and before we start on that, let me show you my last picture, because unless I just get crazy, I'm not going to color anymore for a little while because we've got because I'm working on other stuff. But here's my last picture.
Oh, it's cute with the little chicken.
I did make some changes to the colors because like the skin color that they wanted me to use was not right. So I know I have skin color markers, so I just did what this is in my marker said. This is called skin white.
Skin
So,
white.
It's just called skin white. So I think it looks like white people's skin. And the shirt was supposed to be a different color.
What color was the
But,
shirt supposed to be?
well, the shirt was supposed to be pink, but I had already done the pink on the tongue first, and the same color here was supposed to be here. And I was like, I don't think the shirt being the same color as the tongue is right. That looks weird. So I went for a different color, but I think I should have gone with a really different color because now the shirt blends in too much with the hair.
I don't think so. From here, it doesn't look like it
But,
blends in that much.
but I was really happy with the colors I chose for the hat because the darker yellow does look like a shadow under the lighter yellow. So I was happy with that.
Yeah, this whole picture looks very good.
So I think this turned out okay. So I think that's the last picture, possibly, because right now, like I worked on my. I don't really have anything else to show because I worked on my red thing, my red shrug. And really, all I got done the other day was remembering how to do the pattern because I haven't done it. So I had to look over the pattern again and remember what stitches I was doing.
That's always the worst when you were working on something and you have to put it down for a long time and then you're trying to pick it back up and you're like, I had this memorized. What is going on? How do I
So
do this?
once I remembered that, I got a few rows done, but then my elbow and shoulder was hurting. So I was like, ugh. So I don't know. I might work on it today. I might not. It depends. I may go back to coloring if my elbow. Right now, my elbow feels fine. I don't know what was wrong with my elbow the other day, but it feels fine now. So hopefully, although today I don't. I still. The vertigo is mostly gone, but I don't feel 100%. So mainly because I really didn't eat more than crackers and juice and maybe a sandwich yesterday. So I'm gonna eat some food and maybe I'll work on it, maybe not. I may end up with coloring pictures in here again next week. I don't know. But the plan is to finish that, which I'm very close to. Because right now I'm just having to make the decision of whether I want three, because I looked at my notes and I wrote down that I was planning to do 3/4 sleeves. So if I'm planning to do 3/4 sleeves, then I'm only like 3 or 4 rows away from being done. But
Okay.
if I'm planning to do sleeves all the way down, then I still have a little while to go. But still only like maybe 10 rows maybe to get to full sleeves. So I might just do full sleeves.
I think full sleeves are cute.
Because it's not the I think the reason I was going to do 3/4 sleeves was because when I did the white one, I did the whole bell thing, and the 3/4 sleeves was the right decision on that one because when I go out to eat, I've got all of this
Hanging in your soup.
bell hanging and I don't want it hanging in my food. But this pattern is not bell sleeves, it's just straight down. So I might be able to just go do full sleeves and not have to worry about it getting in my food. So there's that, and then I found um, a few
Patterns.
flower patterns. So once I finish that, I'm just gonna make some flowers. I'm gonna make like one of each. My plan is to make one of each of 3 or 4 flowers, and then show them to you guys and see which ones you like best, and then maybe make some more flowers after that, of whichever one looks the best.
That sounds like a good plan. Ari says happy Pride Month and also that he hasn't started on his project yet. Have you decided what you want to do? Because I said seven. I think 6 things, 5 or 6.
Yeah, I saw that. A couple of those looked nice. I might want to do one myself.
I just tried to find stuff that looked like easy and that would be easy, wouldn't be too femme, and that would be able to be worn. That would be like kind of vacation themed.
Robin is painting a jar with paint pens, she said, but her paint pens
Ooh.
suck.
Ooh, but how are you painting the jar? That sounds fun. Have you ever done the thing? This is also very fun. You'll take Mod Podge and
Easy
put
peasy
it in
mac
like
and
a
cheesy.
Podge, put it in like a solo cup, and then you'll put food coloring in it and like mix it up so the Mod Podge changes color, and then you coat the inside of a mason jar, and then you put it in the oven for a little while, and the Mod Podge like goes clear so it looks like stained glass. I did that for a little while.
I have never seen you do that.
It was like maybe my second apartment up here. It was years ago.
Mm.
Yeah,
I have
there were
never
some
seen
years ago.
examples of that. That would
I'll
be,
look up some pictures at some point,
yes, that would be fun. Share with class.
or maybe I'll just make some more because they were very fun.
Okay, and my stretch socks, again, those are kind of on hold. I'll probably end up taking those with me on vacation to
Hmm.
work on if I don't if I don't get all my other make alone projects done earlier. Because if for some reason I manage to make as many flowers as I plan to make, then I might make a bag or maybe a top. I don't know.
I think I threw a couple tops in the list that I sent Ari. A couple that
Yeah,
would be
I
good.
saw a top that would look good over a tank top or over one. Now that I think about it, would probably look good over one of my spaghetti strap dresses. So I might. My plan is to make tops that I can put over these dresses so I can get away with not wearing a
No
bra.
raw. I knew it.
So if you know your mother, if I can make a
Yes.
top that I can put over one of these dresses that makes it less obvious that I'm braless, then.
Let's see.
And
Robin says,
to be clear, I'm not embarrassed to be braless. I spent many a year in my 20s and 30s going braless, but that was when I was a B cup.
I
Me,
go braless now.
me no B cup anymore.
As long as I've got
Well,
a T-shirt that has like some sort of design or something on it that you're not just gonna see straight to the nippanyas, I'll go braless now.
no, it's not. It's not even that. It's that you haven't had any babies yet, so yours are not pointing straight to the floor like mine are.
But they're not perky though.
But they're not pointing to the floor.
Okay. This conversation is leaning way towards scandalous. Let's back up. We're getting way into faux outrage territory.
But
Um,
I cast on. I was doing my socks. I cast on the one toe up sock pattern, and I was gonna switch it over to Magic Loop. If I don't know if you know what Magic Loop is, but it's a
I
way to
don't.
do a small like a sock on a long circular.
Hmm.
Basically, what you have is you have your round bit of stitches, and then between two of the stitches you let all that long cable stick out,
Oh, gotcha.
so that because it's not because the stitches there's not enough stitches to fit around all that cable, so you
Yeah.
just between two of the stitches you kind of pull all that cable out, and then you can just knit. And so I've never tried it before. I was going to try it. However, stretchy elastic yarn plus
Hmm.
cables that are made of some sort of rubber or something do not go together. I cannot slide those stitches
I imagine,
through
yeah.
those cables. I got it started and I got halfway, and then the other half of the stitches are stuck on that cable. And I'm like pulling and pulling and pulling. I'm like, you know what? This is going to take 3 evenings of my limited stitching time because I only have the energy
Yeah.
and time to stitch for like maybe an hour each night. So I that's going to take my time just trying to move those stitches. So I said, you know what? I'm going to try casting on this other project because I do have a set of 9-inch small circulars. Lovely. Lovely. I didn't know you were making one of those.
I'm making it for one of my coworkers. She loves like sea animals and stuff.
So I have a set of 9-inch circulars that I had made some socks on before, and then for some reason I decided I don't like this. This is not comfortable using tiny circulars. But that was 20 some years ago. Let me try it again. Maybe my brain has changed. So I cast on, and so far I'm not having a problem with it. So far I'm stitching and wondering why I decided I didn't want to do this. But maybe later my hands will hurt and I will decide I don't
Change
like
your
this.
mind.
But right now it's not bothering me at all. So the toe up socks are still sitting in limbo while the cuff down socks have been started. So
Also, catching up on notes, I'm going to go a little out of order. Let's see. Ronald is saying she used to wear a bra all the time, but now doesn't like it, but do on occasion wear one, and wonders what a crochet bra would be like. Ronald came back in. Oh, Robin also asked, do we go cruising in September, right? Yeah, it's usually the first or second week of September. And then Ronald is saying he's back, which, happy Pride. Thank you for canceling that meeting. Have we decided on our projects for the crochet along? That is sort of what we were discussing right now. So I've decided and have already started on my project. Ari has not started his, but has decided. Mother, did you say you decided on like what? That's what the red thing is what we're doing?
Yeah,
or?
I'm pretty much doing small things.
Okay.
Ronald, I am doing flowers. My main project is flowers for our hair for Tropical Night. So, but first I am finishing up my red sleeves that I want to wear with my leopard print dress, because I didn't finish, which I was trying to finish up for last year's cruise and never finished. So I'm going to finish those up because it's very close to being finished. So I'm going to finish that up and then work on the flowers and then possibly make a bag for the beach. Possibly.
I am working on a skirt, which I will pull up shortly. Ronald was saying, wait, Ari crochets? He knows the basics. I taught him the basics before. I don't know how much of that he remembers, but I put in some stuff in the Discord. I put in some links to patterns in the Discord. Some of them are only written. A couple of them are video patterns for him to try out because he wanted to try something. So he asked me to send some stuff. Let me pull up. Oh shoot, what is this person's name? Oh no, wait, I have it in a playlist.
While you're pulling it up, I watched the video yesterday of this girl who's like, I want this bag for my honeymoon. Have I ever crocheted before? No, I have not, but I'm just going to give it a try. And of course, she gets to the end with a perfect bag, and I'm like, I call BS. And the people in the comments were nice. It's like, they were saying stuff like, so hard to believe you've never crocheted before. That's so nice. Or, wow, you did such a good job on your first project. And I'm like, I'm calling BS, ma'am.
Let me see if I can.
Not that it was a hard project, but it was like, I don't think she even had a pattern. I think she looked at a picture.
And was winging it?
Yes.
Yeah, these people that wing it and have never crocheted before, I also feel a little sus. Like, it's not impossible, but that's a lot.
Well, even the ones who did, because I also saw another video. Have you got your thing pulled up yet?
I'm about to put it in. I'm taking the audio out because you don't need the audio.
But I saw another video. It was like a little mini video compilation of shorts of people. Oh, that's so cute.
Yes, it's the way I'm doing it is going to be kind of gaudy because I am doing it in Red Heart Super Saver Favor Stripe.
This says skirt, but she looks like she's wearing a dress. Oh, okay. Thank you.
She's got it tucked into a thing. Because
I could not see the top. It looked like it was a dress and just some spaghetti straps going up here like this. Because from that angle, it looks like it would be a dress with some spaghetti straps going up like that. Yeah.
But she did a shorter version. I don't know if I want to do it short or long. So I've already started it. And we'll see. I might do it long and maybe do some like color changes or something somewhere. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because I love Red Heart Super Saver favorite stripe. So let me get rid of this and show you what I have so far. Get out of here. Get over.
So is that what
Okay.
you were working on while we were playing games on Sunday?
Yes. So I made the waist a little extra big because I'm going to do either a tie or some elastic to bring it in because I wanted the skirt to be like very voluminous. So I made it bigger and I'm gonna like cinch in the waist. I don't know how I love Red Heart Super Saver favorite stripe. I don't know how I feel about this. It's giving Fiesta. It's giving.
It's definitely Fiesta.
I don't think I like it, which sucks because I love this yarn. But I don't think I like the colors laying together like this.
It's definitely Fiesta.
I think in the skirt I don't like it. So I may, as much as I hate it because I've already spent all of this work on it, I might frog it.
Yeah, I think the colors are nice, but I think in the skirt pattern that she shows, you don't really see any jogs or anything because she's doing a solid color.
And you can see where every color changes.
If you're going to do like a variegated or something, it might be better if you get like maybe an ombre yarn or something that's going to do more of a gentle thing.
Maybe I'll do that.
Because some of those, when you lifted that up, as much as I like the colors and the idea of it being a bright Fiesta skirt, a couple of those things were where the two colors hit were kind of harsh.
Yeah, that's what Ronald is saying also. The color pooling with that stitch is less than optimal.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a bummer. Because that yarn is great for a lot of other things, but but not for that, I guess. So I will try. Ooh, maybe I'll. Yeah, I might. Maybe I'll order. See, now I'm mad because the first place that I'm thinking of for some good ombre yarn is Hobie, because they have the Cotton Kings and all that stuff, and I've been thinking about ordering from them, but they just did all that stupid AI stuff, and now I'm like, now I don't want to buy from you.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
That's annoying. That is annoying.
Maybe I can order Cotton Kings directly.
A nice ombre yarn would be good for that, I think. And that looks really nice. So we got about 10 minutes. I said Los Jibbities and you knew exactly what I was talking about, so I guess you know that creator.
I do. I followed them on TikTok when I was on TikTok.
I don't follow them, but they came up in my FYP, and I mean I had seen them before. The creator is Des Delez, for those who don't know. I'd seen her before, but she hadn't come across my FYP in a while, and I had not seen that sketch about Los Jibbities before.
Oh, you hadn't seen that before?
No, I hadn't seen the Los
That
Jibbities.
feels old because that's
it is. I thought it was new because she kind of like redid it. It wasn't like it wasn't like a this day in 2024 kind of thing like some people do. She just brought it back, and then I went down in the comments and people were like, if you've been here a long time, you know, and people were showing pictures of their stickers and their t-shirts and stuff that say Los Jibbities. So
I also forgot that I made these guys.
Oh, those are cute.
I haven't put faces on them yet, but they're little. I'm using can you guess what yarn this is if I hold up all three of them?
Ma'am, I don't know what yarn that is.
Red Heart Super
Bitty Stripe?
Yeah, it's Bitty Stripe.
Lovely.
I like how the colors turned out.
Honestly, they look like trees till you put some faces on them.
Yeah. I need to put the little faces on them.
Yeah.
They're cute little tails.
Because they look like trees.
I like how the colors are falling in this, though. Yeah. I'm so mad that it's not working out for my skirt.
Yeah.
Because, like, even when it's just, like, even when it's just, like, a little bit left over, like, it doesn't look super jarring to have the little bit of green there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a harsh
Yeah.
But so happy Lost Jibbities to everybody.
Yeah.
Happy Lost Jibbities. I was trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, since we have a couple minutes, I'm just going to throw this one shower thought in, and then our dock will be clean
Yay.
again 2 weeks in a row. I
Crazy.
got an email from Studio Dry Dock that sent me. Studio Dry Dock is the developer that created my favorite game, Wildflowers,
Wildflowers.
and they are making a new game called Wild Society.
Yes.
And they sent me uh, an email, and I was like, oh. But all it was a coming soon announcement for a trailer.
Coming soon for the trailer? Not
For
even
the
coming soon for
trailer.
the game. Coming soon for the trailer?
For the trailer. It's like I don't need, and that made me think: can there be too many announcements for updates for games?
Well,
It starts to make me annoyed. I don't need.
Yeah.
Just drop the trailer. Just drop the trailer.
Well,
Don't
the
send
whole
me a coming soon for the trailer.
I definitely understand the reasoning behind it because they're trying to keep it fresh on everybody's minds. So if you're like, if you just get this email that's like, oh, coming soon for the trailer, then hopefully it'll be fresh in your mind. So in a couple weeks, you're like, oh, I wonder if that trailer came out and looked up, or hopefully you'll see the trailer or whatever. Like, keep it on everyone's mind so people don't forget by the time the actual game gets released. I understand the idea behind it. It is annoying.
It's very annoying. It's very annoying. And it's very confusing. Because not just with games, but in general, we're in this age because we have social media and we have streaming services and we have all this other stuff. We now have more access to behind the scenes things of our TV shows and movies and everything than people ever had before. When I was a kid, you know, when you found out about a movie when the commercial came out
Yeah.
and showing that it was going to be coming soon to theaters, and coming soon to theaters meant it was coming in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You didn't hear all this stuff about, okay, we're in talks to make this movie. We bought the book to make the movie. Okay, now we're casting for the movie. Now just all the little. A lot of times, by the time the movie comes out, I feel like I've already seen the movie
Yes. Yes.
because you've already, or at the very least, if I haven't seen the movie, I feel like hasn't this movie
You're
already
burnt
come
out on it. Yeah.
Yeah, hasn't this movie already been released? Because I've heard people talking about it so much. I thought this movie was already released.
And it's so frustrating because like everybody is only doing it, especially like small creators like the people that made your game they're having to compete with everything else. And so that's why they're flooding, because they're hoping that like they're throwing 50 things hoping that one thing will make it to their fans so that they'll remember the game and go check it out. And it's so frustrating. Ooh, I want to see Backrooms. So you watched the movie. I haven't seen the movie yet, so don't spoil anything. You watched the movie. I want to see it so bad. Me, Ari, and Wayne played the Backrooms game on Xbox last night, and it was scary. I got scared. And I was the one that suggested it, and I got scared. It's the same room. It's the same one, Ronald, that you, me, and Ari played once in VR, but I couldn't play it for very long because it was making me nauseous because it's got the smooth motion, which VR people, take out the smooth motion. It's making me nauseous. Give me the option to do teleporting. Anyway, we played it. We got to the third level. We got through the first level, got through the second level, which Ari got through the first level by himself because Wayne and I both died, and so Ari made it to the end by himself. And then we got to the second one, which was very, very hard because the second one's in like a car park, and I've seen the beginning parts of this game, so I was kind of familiar with some of the stuff. So like, especially in the first level is the one with all the yellow walls, and it looks like you're in an abandoned office space or something, and I know the monster on that level. I've seen the beginning of that game so many times. I know the monster on that level. Still got scared. I went around a corner and saw him, was like, oh my God.
Yeah, Backrooms is another thing where I finally had to look up what Backrooms was because I kept seeing references two back rooms, but I didn't know what it was. And once I
Nope.
looked up what it was, I was like, well, this is why I don't know, because it's not for me.
No, absolutely not for
It's
you.
not for
It's
me.
very like existential suspense, terror. Yeah, not for you.
But we need to look back up a second. Ronald has squares, but has no idea how to make pants out of them. Sir, are
Get a
you
measuring
being
tape.
one of these people who are winging it?
I think
What
he's
have
winging
I
it.
what have I said about winging it? Go get a pattern.
We don't wing it in this house, except we do, and I will help you. So, Ronald, take the measurement of your squares. Figure out how big one of your squares is, or how big you want them to be if you are going to block. But get the measurement of your squares, and then get the measurement of your hips, and figure out how many squares you need to make that measurement of your hips. Err on the side of larger, because if it's too small, you're not going to be able to get it on. Err on the side of larger, and then you'll sew those squares, sew that many squares together. To make the hip portion. If you need to, you can also crochet on top, like crochet a strip on top, and then you can put a ring of elastic inside, fold it over, sew it down, and then you'll have an elastic waist if it's too big. And then for the legs, you'll figure out how many squares around your leg is, sew that many around, and then you'll just have to kind of attach them, and you'll have a little attachment at the crotch. Did that make sense?
It made sense, but I didn't realize my child was one of these winging it children. I hate
But the thing is, it's not winging it. It's just
it's
math.
winging it. It's
It's
winging
math.
it. I don't do math.
I don't want to do math.
But you're good
I got
at it.
your. The problem is, I got your hatred of math, and my father's good skill at math, and so I'm the perfect recipe of I know how to do it, but I don't wanna.
Math.
Just be prepared to frog some stuff, maybe, Ronald.
Math.
Math.
Well, Ronald says he saw a video on Kelsey's channel. Kelsey's another winging it girl.
She's been making
haven't-
those Japanese knot bags, and it makes me want to make some bags, but I already have so many bags that I can't sell that no one is buying.
I have an irrational dislike of people who wing it. I know
But if
it's
no one wings it, then no one's gonna make
I know
the patterns.
that's what I keep saying to myself. Somebody's got to wing it so they can then write it down in a pattern that I can follow. So somebody's got to wing it. But still, whenever I see these people who are like, "Oh, I just learned how to crochet 2 days ago, so I'm just going to make myself a full-length trench coat, and I don't have a pattern, just go wing it." You just learned how to crochet. I can see if you're like 3 years into crocheting, you're like, yeah, I've done something similar. I think I can figure this out. But you just learned how to make a chain and make a double crochet, and so now
And you're like, I got it.
You think you can create a whole garment, and you don't sew, and you don't knit,
Ronald said, "Nah,
and
f
you
that."
just learned how to crochet. That makes me irrationally angry because these are not my people. This has nothing to do with me. They don't live anywhere near me. But it makes me irrationally angry. I have to turn away from these videos when I see them on YouTube because they make me urgh.
And with that moment of anger, we are going to wrap up today's stream. It is 12:01, and I gotta go because I've got to run the farmers market today.
And I need food.
Thank y'all for joining us. You know YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. Tell us if you wing it or not. Do you know how to crochet?
Send good thoughts for my head and my tummy.
Yes, send good thoughts for her. Let us know if you're participating. Words. Let's try that again. Let us know if you're participating in the make along with us. Join the Discord and send us pictures of what you're working on. We have different categories in there. I think I'm going to stop talking now before the stream just starts up again. I think we're out of here.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.